Navigating a special needs child through schooling can be difficult, especially when it comes to higher education and employment. What are your options? How will you afford it? How will my child find a job in today's society? To help better answer these questions, founder and CEO of IEP partner Jenny Wojcik collaborates with other advocacy groups to ensure each child has every opportunity afforded to them.
We help families navigate the school system so that their children who have disabilities, from autism, cerebral palsy, epilepsy, learning disabilities, dyslexia, Down syndrome, anxiety, depression, ADHD, receive the services and the support and the learning environments that they need to be successful.
One of these programs is the Vocational Rehabilitation Program in Central Florida, or VR, which connects students with job coaches, training programs, and professional opportunities.
VR's purpose is to help those with disabilities become employable. There are 3 responsibilities that a school has. One is for further education, further employment, and independent living. Vocational rehab has an extensive program, resources, training opportunities for children who have disabilities. And so it really helps to meet 2 of those requirements that a school is to do. Schools are struggling with staffing and the ability to meet all of their children's needs. So it's good to have a broader stroke when it comes to how are we going to prepare children who have disabilities for life.
VR is a federal and state program that walks alongside a high school student through college to make sure that when they have their diploma, they are ready for employment.
All the students who are part of VR go through first getting connected, and then they do an evaluation, and that evaluation consists of a psychoeducational, a really deep look into it, and a job skills assessment. So what are your soft skills? What comes easy to you when you learn? What are your natural gifts? What are some of the struggles that you have? What do you have to offer employers? There's also sponsorships, which is a really big deal. That's tuition and books and fees, which is oftentimes really an incentive to look into VR. But really, it's your partner through college and helping you to overcome or learn a workaround for the obstacles that prevent students to become who they want to become.
Jenny meets with parents one-on-one, visits schools, and travels throughout Central Florida giving seminars to parents on all VR and other advocate groups have to offer for their children.
Actually, I came here today because I need to learn more about programs. Actually, I have a little brother. He has Down syndrome and he's nonverbal, so it's definitely a struggle for my parents and I to find jobs for him where he does have the ability to use the skills he has, because like I said, he is nonverbal and he is about to turn 20. So he is approaching that age where, he is about to come out of school and he does need to start looking for a job.
I have a daughter who was diagnosed with a brain tumor when she was 14. She went through a surgery that left her with some very rare complications. And one would think that the worst thing you're ever told is that your child has a brain tumor, and it's actually not. It's dealing with the silent complications that the rest of the world can't see. And it just kind of detoured her in her learning journey. You couple that with the fact that COVID hit, and it took a teenager and just completely derailed her. So I'm always looking for opportunities that will get her kind of back on track and just make her realize that she is not the kid with the brain tumor, but she is the kid who survived more obstacles than someone at that age possibly could think of surviving.
Candidly, I came with a very open mind and, learned that there are programs out there that, unfortunately, most parents aren't, aware of. And, I think that's a part that, right now as a recruiter, as my profession, I'm always trying to help the youth kind of get prepared for post-graduation, for their first job, for their, pursuits in life. And I think that we don't do a very good job overall in high school of giving children the tools necessary to be successful. And I think that was the one takeaway I took from today, is that there are programs like this for people to really, find their path. And I thought that was pretty impressive.
In a world that doesn't do a great job of giving kids with exceptional services a lot of direction, it sounds like it might be a program that would help her feel like she's not the only one going through it. Something that maybe gives her a plan and a navigation.
Jenny has made it her personal mission to guide families in the right direction, no matter what obstacles they may be facing when it comes to their child's future.
I'm able to not only help them from an advocate point of view, but I'm able to connect them with the psychologist that I partner with, the retired special education teacher that I partner with, the speech and language pathologist that I partner with. And we have a very different look at the child. We look at that whole child. And so really any child who's struggling, we can help a parent find a path forward. You're not alone. There are people like myself who want to help you fight for what your child needs to be successful. It takes a little bit of work, and the parents who have children who struggle are so tired. They're so tired, but they don't have to do it alone. And there are places like VR and people at VR that are really hoping you call. And it's just, if I can help connect them, I will.
For A World of Difference, I'm Cindy Peterson.